I'm very glad to launch this series, Farm Safe, Farm Well, on Agriland in conjunction with AXA and funded by my department. And I just want everybody, this is a very busy time of the year on farms, and to farm safe and to farm well, and take the advice that you're getting from great organisations such as Agriland and our own department. And I thank AXA for their involvement in this as well. Welcome to the Bog Road. This is where my family were from. This is where my father was born, just across the road. And this series, this whole series on farm safety and farm well-being, it's being funded by my department. And it's all about people just doing the jobs you have to do, but thinking about what you're doing. Like everybody, I've made mistakes myself over the years. I've made errors, and every farmer, every person doing work makes mistakes. But when you're going about your jobs, and literally no matter how much of a hurry you're in, you always have to stop and think about what you're doing. I'm in the habit now, the simplest things in the world, and like I don't always be dressed in good clothes, you know, so I'd always have my old bits and pieces in the boot of the car. And like the first thing, no matter what job we're going at, what I'd be going at, you could go in a soft pair of shoes in good weather like this. But like, it's insanity not to have your steel toe caps, because you don't ever know, in the name of God, something could happen to you. You know, an animal could stand on top of you, something could fall on top of you when you do your jobs. So there's simple things, steel toe caps. And again, there's a new thing now that, you know, that I've gotten into the habit of wearing, and that's, it's not that it's a helmet, but there's a steel insert into those things, right? And I always, and it's only just a pure force of habit now, I take these things off and I put on these things because there's a hard hat in it, right? And I'd always put on my steel toe caps. And again, it's just, they're simple, quick things. But if you're in the habit, and then the Wellingtons, when I'd be wearing Wellingtons in bad weather, I always wear the Wellingtons with the steel toe caps. And again, quite simply because, like everybody, I've had stuff fall on my toes, and you know, even if we're sawing timber or something, it's insanity not to have boots with steel toe caps on them. And they're always simple things. And if you get into the habit of things like that, it doesn't take a minute. And of course, the other thing that you should never do, because predominantly farmers, they're like every one of us, we're all getting older, and the one thing you should never do is go anywhere or do anything without your mobile phone in your pocket. And you are in the habit, when you land and when you're going doing work, inside in the van or inside in the car, you might leave your phone after you. And again, if something happened, or if you needed anybody, you know, neighbours are the best thing you can buy, your neighbours. And if you have good neighbours, you can always ring if you're stuck or if there's a problem or an issue, and you should always be contactable. In the last couple of weeks, two very close friends of my own have been killed in farm accidents. And this year, to be honest with you, the statistics are devastating. We're only in the month of July, and we've had far too many deaths. And even 2 weeks ago, I was at a mass in Abbeyleix for all the bereaved families of the people who have been lost in farm accidents over the years. And when you'd see the pictures of everybody, but in particular the little children that have been lost on farm accidents, we just can't be careful enough. And I keep saying this is not me saying to people, oh, you should be doing this and you should be doing that, because I've made more mistakes than anybody. And that's why I'm not asking people, I'm actually pleading with them. You know, it could be your children, it could be your grandchildren, that just to always think, you know, are bales stacked too high? Is there children near moving machinery? You know, are the tanks, is there all the covers, is everything in place, is everything safe? And then the simple things that can happen. If you're inside in the yard and we're moving animals inside in a shed, and you know, a cow hits a gate, and you think you're away from the cow, and the next thing the gate gets you, you know? So these are simple things. Do everything you can to mind yourself, mind your family, mind the people that are coming to your farm, and in particular mind young people. They're, you know, our lovely young people are so precious, and we don't want anything bad to happen to anybody.